will start out with normal breathing practices. We do a couple of different ones. But we will start with the Kapalabhati Wim Hof sequence to get pumped, oxygenate the blood, wake up a little bit here. And then we'll do a little bit more to calm, get into an equalized brain state into our meditation. So the Kapalabhatis, we're breathing in sharply from the chest area just below the sternum, and we're forcing the air in quickly. It's like and we can breathe out through the nose as we're doing it. So really these sharp, quick breaths, and we'll do 50 of these to really just get attuned and focused. And then when we do the Wim Hof, we'll be able to take deeper breaths and have the concentration to really breathe fully in, breathe fully out. So it goes with our 50 now. So. Just do a second to complete those. We'll do alternate nostril next. So we'll be covering at first that right nostril. Breathe in through the left, and then switch to the pinky. We'll cover the left side, and then breathe out, and then switch to the right's covered, and then breathe in. Switch, and breathe out. We'll continue for a couple minutes in this sequence to balance the left and the right hemispheres and calm down the nervous system. And again, you do want to rotate. So now I'm kind of breathing out through the right with the left covered, and I'm covering the right. I'm breathing in through the left. And after fully breathing in through the left, I'm covering the left so I can breathe out through the right. And then on that out breath, I'm switching, covering the right and breathing in through the left. Covering the left, breathing out through the right. Continuing in this pattern. After we do this for a couple of minutes, we should start to feel a lot calmer. And again, there's a rotation, so it's kind of in through the left. Cover with the pinky, out to the right. Cover with the thumb. In through the left. Cover with the pinky, out to the right. Cover with the thumb. In through the left. Cover with the pinky, out to the right. Cover with the thumb. In through the left. And this does take a little bit to get the hang of it. When I first started doing it in India a few years ago, it did take me some time. So it's not like, yeah, like automatically, you know, it's a little bit of work. It takes a few times. Yeah, it's out to the right. Cover with the thumb. In to the left. Cover with the pinky. Out to the right. And we'll continue a few more times. I think it actually took me a while to get this. It wasn't just a detached row. So we will go into the Wim Hof now. So it'll be 40 breaths, and again, what makes it effective is to fully breathe in and fully breathe out. And I know this because if I kind of only go halfway, or it's kind of sort of like a normal breath, or just a little bit more, then the amount of time I'm able to hold on the out breath just isn't there, and I'll be about the same if I had done it without that. But if I do, I'm really doing fully in and fully out, then it'll at least double that time, and that's how we know we're oxygenating blood and doing it right. So that will 40 breaths in and out, fully in, fully out. So it'll be like breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, let's proceed. In, out, and in, and out. So we're feeling the breath come into the stomach, into the chest, going all the way up, and breathing out. In, and out. In, out. And proceed for 40 breaths. In. Make sure the breath is coming fully out as we're exhaling, like no more breath as we breathe in fully out. So hold on that exhale. All the way out and hold. Just feel the sensations, everything within you. And when you just have that feeling like you want to breathe again, we're not trying to force it. We're not trying to kind of go past that point. So when we feel that, then we breathe in fully and hold for 15 seconds. And breathe out. Next 40. In and out. In, out. Fully in and fully out. Fully in, fully out. Next exhale, breathe all the way out and hold and keep your eyes closed and just be with all the sensations in your body. Pay as much attention as possible. Hold for as long as possible. Approaching 1 minute. When you feel complete in that, take a deep breath in. Hold for 15 seconds. Breathe fully out. And we'll be in our third sequence of 40 breaths. Breathe in and out, and in and out. Into the chest, into the belly, into the upper chest, and breathe out. Let it all out. And the more completely we do this, we'll be able to hold more oxygen, we'll be able to get in. Go with your own flow in terms of pacing. Thirty-seven. 40. We breathe out, we hold on the exhale. When you feel complete, breathe in and hold for 15 seconds, and you may have noticed that you're able to hold for a little bit longer on that one. So breathe in, hold for 15 seconds. Out. Okay, final set of 40 breaths on that. Fully in and fully out. Pumping that oxygen in. gonna push for 10 more. Next time, breathe all the way out and hold. One more complete breathing. Hold for 15 seconds. Breathe out. That will complete our Wim Hof sequence. Take that energy with us into our exercises, and going forward, it'll help power our day. Next exercise we're going to do is a Neigong exercise. Neigong is the ancient Chinese science of internal arts. That is, again, less about the external, it's more about internal focus and growth. But there are some stretches in the beginning to help open our energy channels, help pull apart the fascia. That's the area just beneath the skin that is conductive to energy, and there's exercises in there that help do that, and we'll do one of them. I'm going to shift the audio away from headphones because we'll be standing up for this exercise. So, okay, I believe you'll be able to hear me without headphones, and if you can't hear me, just let me know. So this one, we'll have our palms kind of upward, trying to get as much as we can toward these right angles between the palms and the shoulder blades, and we'll have both hands like that, and our head will rotate depending on the stretch, but first we can start to the left, and the feet will spread it apart and angle that. The right foot will be straight, the left foot will be at an angle. And then as we're doing this, we're trying to, and this is where the stretch is pulling apart the fascia. So in this one, it's pushing outward with our arms. So we feel our arms lengthening as if we were pushing against two walls and pushing them further apart.
and we're feeling a lengthening in the fascia in the shoulders, all the way out through the arms, out through that palm. That's where the lengthening is, and we're stretching. We're feeling that stretch, feeling all that fascia pull apart, lengthening all of our connective tissue and our energetic channels all the way out through the arms, through those palms, and that's where really where this is. So the stretch is pushing apart our hands and feeling that stretch of the fascia all the way through, activating the energetic channels. Wow, feels fantastic. And this is actually one where we hold it, and we're gonna hold it here as best we can for 30 more seconds. Okay. And we're just going to rest for a moment. We're not going to rest too long. And we're going to repeat this on the other side. And it's getting a little bit hot for me doing that. Take that off. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Just now the right leg will be slightly facing out and bent. And again, the main thing, it's really that stretch. That's what's activating the exercise or having it work. We're just gonna face the right hand side and push out as best we can, and our palms are facing upward as much as we can, stretching in the palms, stretching in the shoulders, perhaps feeling that burn in the shoulders as I am as we try to maintain this, and we will maintain this for a minute. So I'll just be counting off in my head as we maintain this. Feel the stretch. Feel the lengthening. And if you do need to rest, just briefly put your hands down and then put them back up. Okay. So we will catch our breath for a second here, and then we will do another similar exercise. So this exercise, as we do it, it builds the energy lines that are running through the palms of our hands, and this creates an energetically conductive channel that builds. And to do this one, we stand about shoulders width apart. We stand straight up, and we stretch with the palms out. And there are variations of it. The palms can go out. The palms, if you're feeling discomfort in that position, the palms can be facing in. But we'll just start with the palms out, and it goes straight. It just goes straight up, just like that. And as we hold this again, if there is a lot of pressure in the shoulder, you can be mindful of that. There are variations where if you need to, you can do this for a second and then push out. But we want to hold this straight up, and we'll do this for 5 minutes approximately. And this will, if this gets uncomfortable, that's understandable, and then just take a quick pause and then put your hands back up. So, and if you need to take a pause, you can go to this position, then go back up. You can go all the way down if you need to and go back up. But we intend to keep them up, building and opening at the tips of our fingers and through the hands, aiding in energy flow. And this channel is a primary channel for energy. And this is an exercise in Qigong, Neigong. I first learned this in the Indian context, but it's known in these arts. So okay, very good. I've come back down. You're welcome to hold as long as you wish. So what's not known about this exercise is, I guess, the extent to which it is effective and powerful. And in fact, this exercise alone, if done consistently, will open up those energy channels, even if you just do this exercise. And I've had a experience in relationship with this exercise for in India, and that was that this exercise alone, it is powerful enough to open up those channels. So we'll now move into our energy portion this morning. Before we do so, if you want at this point, you're welcome to take a drink of water, because it had been useful to maintain empty stomach conditions earlier in order for us to do the Wim Hof. It wouldn't have been possible to fully do the Wim Hof if we had drank or eaten right before that. And that's because if we're doing things like the Kapalabhati or even that really quick breathing up and down, there's a tendency to move the contents of what's in our stomach outward, and then that can cause indigestion. So it's not the end of the world, but it's not ideal. Excellent. So we've taken a little bit of water, nice and hydrated. Hydration is also conducive to energy flow. And close our eyes. Take 3 gentle breaths in and out together. Not deep breaths, just gentle breaths. In and out. In and out. In and out. And we'll just take some moments to tune with each other, tune with the space, tune with ourselves. And we'll take some moments just to hear and listen as Mohan Joshi says, Namasan Dharan, he learned from Patanjali, he just listens to the sounds. This is also one of the effective forms of meditation, just to put our focus to the sounds. Take some moments and just listen to whatever we hear in our environment. And if we're inside, that could be a fan, or that could be even the quiet buzz of electronics, or outside it could be a bird. Just focusing on the sounds. Okay, now we will tune more in with our bodies and with our sensations. We'll focus on a point about an inch above the navel right now. Just focus on building energy there, building a ball of energy over there. Letting it grow, letting it build. And seeing that glowing ball gently move down the upper part of the body, down to the base, now entering the bottommost part of the spine and slowly moving up. Very slowly moving up the spine. Past that sacral chakra, moving up, past where the belly button is, moving up, back of the solar plexus, continuing to move up, moving up, behind the heart, moving up to the back of the shoulder blades, and moving up to the crown of the head. Moving down into the first eye. Moving down into the throat. Coming down to the heart, so now we're on the front of the body now. Coming down along the front of the body. Navel, and stopping a couple inches below the navel for a moment. And now do this again, but with the breath. So on a very slow in-breath, we will move that ball all the way to the top of the head, and then on the out-breath, we'll move it back down the front to that point 2 inches below the navel. So breathe in slowly and start that ball moving down along the front. What we're doing here is known as the microcosmic orbit in Qigong, Neigong associated practices. So we are moving that ball. As we slowly breathe in, we're moving it down the front. And if the breaths aren't going aligning and you have to breathe in or you have to breathe out, that's okay. We'll just keep the visualization going in this round. So the ball is moving down the front to base of the spine, slowly moving up the spine, little by little. Reaching behind the solar plexus, reaching behind the heart, reaching in back of the shoulders, coming up to the top of the head. And on the exhale, coming into the first eye, coming down through the throat, down through the chest, down, 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 past the belly button, and stopping 2 inches below the belly button in a great place to store energy, known as the Dantian. Pausing there for a second, and then starting the next rotation as we slowly breathe in. Ball is going down to the base of the spine, moving up the spine, and passing the sacral chakra, passing the back of the solar plexus, and back of the heart, coming up between the shoulders, coming up, 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 up to the top of the head, and going down on that gentle exhale to the first eye, through the throat, through the heart, that outer front side, down through the belly button, and pausing at that Dantian 2 inches below the navel. And then we are going to do another round. Slowly breathe in. The ball is going to go down the front, around to the base of the spine, going up the base of the spine, up, 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 root chakra, Svadhisthana chakra, Manipura, sacral chakra, into the heart, past the heart chakra, flowing up the spine, flowing up past the shoulder blades, flowing up through the neck, reaching the top of the head, crown chakra, and on the exhale, flowing down into the first eye, activating the first eye, flowing down to the throat chakra, continuing along the front side of the body, passing the heart, down through solar plexus area, down past the belly button, and resting for a second, 2 inches below navel epidantium, and then inhaling. We'll go one more round of this as it flows down and into the spine, the base, slowly up the spine, passing the sacral chakra, passing the solar plexus area, passing the heart area, and back of the shoulder blades, through the neck, up to the top of the head and the crown chakra, opening the crown chakra, letting more light come in. Now gently exhaling down to the first eye, letting the first eye fill with light, down through the throat, down through the first part of the chest, down, 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 down past the belly button, and we are going to park that energy that we've been visualizing, park it 2 inches below the belly button in the dantian, safe and stable place to store energy. We let it remain there. And now we let our breathing return to normal. We remain with our eyes closed. Open and accept the energies flowing through, assist. We form our healing intention. If there's something specific we would like healing for, guidance for, assistance, we open to that divine support, fully embracing support. Simply sit in acceptance and attune to our bodies, attune to the sensations, attune to the flow. And be in silence for some moments while I tune in with you and be with you. can feel this as a meditative exercise, is meditating on the sensations, the subtle sensations you feel in your body. Gently finding, highlighting, and gently working on an area needs a little bit of assistance. So simply remain with your eyes closed, focusing on the sensations. Allowing the support, allowing gentle work to bring us to a release in this area. And we'll just stay there until we reach completion point on this particular process. Allowing a slow and gentle release. Okay. Excellent. We will continue to remain in meditation, continuing our energetic process.
process. We're feeling, we are assessing, gathering. Sensing. Just talking less because I'm focusing on one person at a time. But the process for each person will be continuing, even if my particular attention is on one person and not the other. So I'm not kind of saying everything to not take away from everyone's experience. So I'll just continue to focus quietly. We can be in meditation simply feeling the sensations. staying with the process, with the sensations, staying as long as it takes to be complete in this process. And allowing that support to flow through, being ready and open to release. The more we allow ourselves to feel, the more we prepare for release, the more we can dig into to release. continuing in our meditation, shifting energies, bringing energies through to clear and release. Settle down. Strengthen our internal systems. Allowing it to flow throughout our bodies, from our heads, through our fingertips, through our toes. Energy to come in and do whatever it wants to do. Slowly move through us. Clear what needs to be cleared. Target aspects that need a little bit of assistance, a little bit of grease to move out. Just feeling a sense that nothing needs to be done. Feeling the perfection of ourselves and the universe in this moment. Feeling the grace, Divine Mother, taking care and sustaining all of us in this moment. Feeling gentle streams of energy come in and wash over us. Quiet streams of energy. Soothing streams of energy. Gentle energy. Sometimes that's all it takes to move us along. And we have slowly brought us to a nice closing point. So thank you all so much for coming. It's such a pleasure to be with you this morning. It's been a fantastic start to the day, to have all this flow, make this progress. So thank you. Namaste.